Good morning, everybody. My name is Sincerely George. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Guess what? I'm late. Late but starting and tweeting it out. Yes, good morning, everybody. I don't know if I'm centered or not. I am showered, which is always fantastic. And yeah, that's it. That's it for all of that. Anyways, good morning. My name is Sincerely George, and I want to welcome you to the XRP Community Update. So yesterday we wrapped up our show by talking about crypto BitLord, who was BitLord sad when we ended our stream yesterday, and is now BitLord Pump and protected. So no longer can we just tune in and see what's going on with our blue-eyed friend. Nope, we now need to get permission to get in and see what's going on. So whether it be that he is self-harming himself by slapping himself around or is just beating up XRP, we are done. No longer can we hear what he has to say, and so much for petitions where he's asking for people to do crazy things like fork the XRP ledger. But I find it really interesting because, I was like, well, BitLord Pump came up in my tweet when I was searching for things, and I was like, BitLord Pump. I thought it was BitLord Sad. The name is changing very quickly, and it really speaks to just people's ideas about things changing really quickly. I was watching the XRP Zoo last night, and the conversation came up. I spilled coffee all over my desk this morning, but the question came up, and I was like, yes. Do all of the people with all their speculation just ramp up during the embers or the burr months of the year? And it seems like, yes, oh my goodness, they're out in full force. And we reminisced on the XRP Zoo about the ones that happened last year, and then talking about the ones that are happening this year. It was a really great live stream, and we had our own AJ on there. I went back to go look for a comment that got posted out there, and that I actually posted out there, and I was like, oh, they suppressed the comments. It was definitely a live chat, but definitely a stream that you should go and check out. So if you weren't there live last night, definitely go check it out. But you missed a lot by not being there live. So let me pop out my chat. I have not done that yet. And did I just see Tina in the house? I was like, whoa, retired woman, going crazy out here. Tina was like all in flare yesterday. It was awesome on the zoo. So I'm really happy for everybody who's here. Sorry I started late, guys. But actually, since I have you here, let's keep going. I will give my big announcement towards the end. But we have the crypto camper RTB, Dany Torres, oh my goodness, I can't even read this morning. The crypto camper RTV, Dany Torres, Ferdy, Albertina, Elf, Miss C. Who else? Chris, fantastic to have all of you here this morning. Lionel, good to see you. Johnny, Pockney, SPO, we have good people in the house. It is almost Thanksgiving. I was introducing one of the people that's from a foreign country on my team at work to the idea of Black Friday. He's like, what is Black Friday? It's like, oh, door crasher deals. You get to fight with people to get in to buy a 70-inch TV for $24. And yeah, nobody is off to go and do Black Friday shopping. If you haven't already started figuring out what you're going to do for Black Friday and you're in the States, I suggest you start doing it now. All of the advertisements for what will be going on Black Friday are already available. In my opinion, some of the best sales have already started. I was able to go to my favorite haunts and find that the sale that I expect to have on Black Friday has already started. And yeah, I was like, booyah, that's not fair, right? So I'm not sure if it's just that they haven't been profitable enough this year that's the reason that they're starting early, or if I've always been late. But anyways, if there is something that you think that you should be looking for and you're not doing a door crasher, definitely go now. We've talked throughout this year about dying malls, about retail stores not doing well. I also saw this morning that American Express has an advertisement, and I don't think I stuck it into my bookmarks. American Express has an advertisement of support local, right? So, you know, definitely if it's warm in your community, get out, walk around, go and see what's going on in the small stores around your neighborhood, or, you know, up the street fair or whatever. See if there's anything good going on. All right, enough of me rambling on about nothing. I'm already 20 minutes in. Actually, I started late. So moving on, Notorious XRP, we're just going to sort of touch in on some of the stuff that people have been doing in our community. I don't know if you guys saw this video yesterday, but this video that was released by Notorious XRP was off the chain. It was fantastic. And if you saw the videos that came out during the award show, you know, they were really talking to the innovation, what needs to happen, where we're going, and where we are on the plot of change. And this one just sort of answers the question of where are we now on the plot of change for, you know, the XRP community. Thank you to my new subscriber. I just heard a bing. So I think this was a really good video. It lots of yeah, I'm gonna forget that word. But, you know, it's graphically pleasing and it is absolutely beautiful. And the thing I love about Notorious's work is that you have imagery that, you know, it keeps you plugged in to what you're listening to, followed by the snippets, the best parts of different topics or different topics from conferences that have been discussed by all the greats within our community. So, you know, listening to Notorious's videos requires some, actually, I think a considerable amount of understanding of exactly what's going on in our space to fully understand where the sound bites fit into the larger ecosystem of what's going on. It's not an ecosystem, but, you know, the landscape of what's going on. But, you know, I love them. I love them. And the video is 27 minutes long. I scrolled back to this point because, as I was saying, you know, you can get talking points from the people that are in our space that are really talking about what's going on, like what was just shown, where you've got Brad Garlinghouse on a stage. But then you have these dramatic pans of cities and nature and space that are totally appeasing. So another thing I want to focus in on here. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this. I'm switching topics here, but the XRP Tipbot stats have put out a special stat. Did you guys know that 0.37 is the average spent per tip on Twitter in the last 6 months? I thought that was pretty interesting because everybody's always sending tips. You see some people sending $5 tips, $1. I'm sorry, scratch that. You see people sending 5 XRP tips. You see people sending 1 XRP tips. And then you see things all the way down to 0.001, right, XRP tips. So the average of all tips sent in the last 6 months is 0.37 XRP. So thank you, Nixer, for putting that together and making this information available. We greatly appreciate it. Moving on. So as you guys know, Cricket 139 is now doing art. She is doing art. She is doing t-shirts. She is doing banners. This girl's got hustle. And I remember when I first met Cricket a while ago, you know, she's like, no, I'm just excited to be here. I will work for free, which is awesome, right? Like, she had so much spirit and she was doing a lot of work to really just help highlight things that were going on in the community and accepting a couple XRP for this, that, or the other thing. She actually created a comic strip for Nate XRP had made of me. I don't know why he would do that. That was so mean. And, you know, just took a donation of XRP. So she has broken out and now she is doing art. And, you know, this is from Natalie. This is a piece of her art that has been put up on XRP Natalie's wall. And I'm not sure if it's the wall or the art because I've seen this piece before. It's one of the favorites that people have of Cricket's, but I'm like, Natalie, can you come paint my wall? Like, this is really cool back here, right? And I think the picture looks perfect in there. So if you're interested in some comic-esque art and there's something like this, it's Black Friday, maybe you should get with Cricket t-shirts, and she is also doing posters and comic strips. So good job on getting your hustle going, Cricket. We look forward to seeing more of the stuff that you are going to be doing. So our own very famous Dany Torres, and Dany Torres was actually sort of in the spotlight last night, which was fantastic to see because I love me some Dany Torres. But yeah, on the XRP Zoo, AJ, Chris, was giving away, it had some giveaways. One of them was the goop that he won, and the other one was a print of Dany Torres's art, which I thought was off the chain. You know, Dany Torres is she is definitely a hustler. She is hustling, you know, as a small business owner, a parent, and you know, somebody who is very active in the nonprofit space of our community. Dany is out there doing a lot. So imagine my surprise when she is plugging me into this very serious conversation that we're having. And this ties back to, you know, a comment that Ferdy made yesterday in regards to the billions of transactions that are being sent across the XRP ledger. We have this massive uptick in transaction volume, and Jungle Link has written this article, "Is the XRP ledger under attack?" And I actually, you know, saw this morning, and if we have time, we have a couple of minutes, so we'll go into it in depth. So I'm going to go to the comments now, see who's here, and then I'd like to go into this. I haven't read this in depth, so just, you know, full transparency there. But I'd like to talk about this because I think from what I have read of this article, it brings up some valid points and things that I wasn't aware of. So let's check in. Is Cricket a lady? Yes, Cricket is a lady, Ferdy. I know because I asked. And if you look closer at her Twitter handle image, you will see that it's a girl. But I know, what girl calls herself Cricket, right? That's what I said. What girl calls herself George? What kind of girl name is that? I don't know. What kind of guy name is Jason? Like, who said that was supposed to be a guy name? It was actually first identified for a girl, but somebody confused it. Anyways, Johnny Pogny, I think, is the last person we recognized as being here. SPO, we also recognized you. And who else? Rochelle, pleasure to see you here in the chat. Nate, I was just talking about you. Terrible Bull. Terrible Bull. We have a lot of bulls in this area, in this community. Thank you so much for showing up this morning. It's wonderful to see you. And thank you for joining my stream. I really appreciate you being here. Crypto Popo. And Ferdy. I already mentioned you. And Ferdy, you might have been right. Silhouette Park Farm, you were here yesterday as well. Silhouette Park Farm, Jay Vaughn, and Case. Always wonderful to have you guys here. So congrats, Jay Vaughn. I'm trying to sell t-shirts online too, Sincerely George. I didn't see that. Actually, I did. I think I did see that. That is fantastic. So Rochelle, tell people where they can find out more about your t-shirts. That would be fantastic. And Ferdy says, I have to stop my weight loss competition. It's not good for me. What? What? It's not good for you? I thought this was a doctor ordained thing. Good morning, David. And David D. David, it's a pleasure to have you here. I hope it's sunny wherever you are, my friend. I'm having to stop my weight loss competition. It's not good for me. Ferdy, just send me your XRP. I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you. No, I'm sad to hear that it's not doing good for you. Please tell us more, since this is the first time I'm hearing this. But you've won. I didn't step on the scale this morning, but you know, based on the fact that I've been consumed with cleaning my apartment and a bunch of other stuff, I haven't made very much progress. I did buy clothes though. Your doctor told you to stop. Did your doctor tell you to stop because you were starting to look too hot? Did your wife set up the appointment for you, Ferdy, to go to the doctor? The neighbors are starting to talk about how good he looks. He needs to stop losing weight. Is that what happened, Ferdy? Right? Is it your wife that sent you to the doctor, or did the doctor really think that there was something wrong with your health? If it's because you're looking too hot, boy, that is not reason to stop. But no matter what, I hope that you follow your doctor's orders and you stay healthy. Health is the most important thing. Dany Torres had lasagna yesterday. Dany, you have a diet of choice as well, and you need to be following that. Lasagna is not on plan. Not on plan, my friend. Not on plan. Oh my goodness. Everybody needs to stay healthy. We are falling into the burr part of the year where everything gets crazy. Cookies, mashed potatoes, lasagnas, lots of gluteny, nutty stuff that people want us to eat. Nuts rolled in sugar. Like, what's up with rolling nuts in sugar and then putting them in the oven? They were crunchy and good before you put sugar on them, people. Golly. Ferdy the hottie. Yes, that's right. I want to fast. My body is aching. Health-wise, not good. I went to fast. My body is aching. Health-wise, not good. I have interesting comments around that, but I'm definitely not going to argue with your doctor. Ferdy, I'm going to put this name in here, and I hope you go research him. Look for oh goodness. Let's just go search for it together, you guys. It is. Let's see if I actually have it as one of my collections, my libraries. Right? Let's go to my channel. I might actually have this as one of my recent activity playlist showcase. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I don't have that out there. Wow, it's hard to believe. Jason Fung and no, yeah, see, he spells it all crazy like a doctor. Golly, it drives me bonkers, this dude. But yeah, this is a hottie in my eyes. Dr. Jason Fung. I love this guy. I love this guy. This is a very long collection of videos, but you know, watch this. I'm sure your doctor has given you great advice, and I'm not trying to tell you to do one thing or another, but if after watching 6 hours of Jason Fung, you should have a pretty clear idea, if you have a decent command of the English language, you should have a pretty clear idea on the science around a lot of the different diets that we've had. Now, you know, I've talked to, and it might have been, I'm not sure if it was Tina Hall, and I don't think she's here this morning, but you know, one of the things that Tina Hall spoke about in a ladies chat that AJ is trying very hard to get into is the fact that, you know, you can skew statistics to show whatever you want, right? So there's a large number, you know, outcomes from different scientific experiments that were done that are demonstrated in Jason Fung's video set here that I'm displaying here. And so, you know, again, in all areas of our life, we need to do our own research. So English is my third language. I know bad boy is your second, Ferdy, so you should be fine. Yeah, you'll be completely fine. All right, moving on to more important things. Let's actually tackle this before I sign off. Work was horrible. Not horrible. It wasn't horrible. I'm just complaining. But is the XRP ledger under attack? And again, I have not fully read this. I skimmed it this morning, but I want to touch in on it because I think there's a lot of good facts in here. So I am pretty much going to quote it as well as possible. Let me get a sip of coffee before I start. And a big thank you to everybody who's here. Please like, subscribe, do whatever makes you happy. That's what makes the world a better place. So kicking off here, and I quote Mr. Jungle Inc. We heard reports that the XRP ledger transaction volume had reached all-time high levels leading up to the annual SPWEL conference. Most people, including myself, assume this must be due to ODL transactions and MoneyGram ramping up their operation. Sam IM decided to investigate the situation further and found something very different. I'm reading very fast because I don't feel like reading forever. So the XRP ledger transactions caused its rapid increase were not XRP, but the Bitcoin IOUs. In some cases, a Bitcoin IOU can be every bit as valuable as the Bitcoin itself. For instance, when I held Bitcoin IOUs on my Toast wallet, I was able to instantly trade the IOUs for their fair market equivalent on XRP on the decentralized exchange. The reason for that is that the issuer of the IOU, GateHub, is a trusted and known custodian. An IOU's value is fully dependent on the reputation of the issuer. In this case, the issuer is unknown and mysterious, right? So what Jungle is talking about here is the fact that the issuer of the Bitcoin IOUs that are showing up currently on the XRP ledger is mysterious and unknown. We don't know who they are. The trading in of funds initially, I believe, came through Shapeshift. You know, a place where you can say, okay, I want to deposit my Dogecoin, and I'd like to I'd like to trade that or convert that into XRP. They give you a quote on how much that'll cost, and you send the Dogecoin into a specific wallet or send it to a specific address. You give them an address to send your XRP out to. There's very little KYC from my understanding of what Shapeshift was like before. So that is where the initial amount of funds came in, from my understanding, for all of these Bitcoin IOUs that we're seeing. So picking up on that last sentence again, an IOU's value is fully dependent on the reputation of the issuer. In this case, the issuer of unknown is unknown and mysterious. For that reason, we must believe that these Bitcoin IOUs have absolutely no value. So what's their purpose? Bitcoin IOU payments likely worthless and backed by nothing. And so he includes a screenshot here, and I'm zooming in for anybody who is looking at the screen so that you can sort of see what is there. And it just shows all of the information that you would see on Ledger for a transaction. So continuing on. So SamIM originally hypothesized that someone was doing this to create an illusion of XRP transactions. Most people wouldn't bother to investigate the true nature of the transfers, but Jungle Inc. did. Yes, this could cause a lot of FOMO and price action if the market assumed that MoneyGram had caused the massive increase. The only problem I have with this theory is that the price of XRP is sinking by the day, but these transactions are increasing at a rapid pace. As we talked about yesterday, Georgia side, as we talked about yesterday, on Saturday they had 4 million transactions, so we really had a ramp up. Why continue to spend money on this operation when their secret is out of the bag that it has no positive effect on XRP? So, this is where it gets interesting. So I was like, maybe I'll just stop reading. No. The most current working theory is that the community is in the community is that an individual or organization causing spam on the network as some sort of attack. Dun, 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 dun. Currently, the XRPL is at 50% capacity for payments. Once we reach 100%, the cost of transactions will begin to rise. We are a long way off from that limit, but this is identifiably a situation to pay attention to, right? So if we've gone from if we just go back, weeks, we were at let's say 1.1 million transactions. And I think that might have been part of this ramp up as well. But 1.1 million transactions a couple of weeks ago. Now we're at 4 million transactions. We've gone into the billions of transactions so far. And so, if they continue to ramp this up and we're at 50% now, that means that by about 8 million transactions, we should be at 100% capacity for the XRP Ledger payment transaction volume. So what happens then, right? That's why I thought we should focus in on this article. So they will increase the cost of payments for every couple of days, could be troubling for the Ripple operation. Did I include? Yes, I did. I believe the spammer wants to bring the transaction volume to an uncomfortable but safe level to prove a point. And I'm quoting Jungle Inc. again here. I believe the spammer wants to bring the transaction volume to an uncomfortable but safe level to prove a point. I think this is a developer that thinks now it's time to deal with the scaling issue rather than kick the rock down the road until a little further. Interesting. So, you can do your own recognizance on this, but if this is a developer, they have to have some coin. This is a lot of transaction volume. But, if this hasn't been dealt with, but they think it's a really important issue, this person's got some coin. Happy Thanksgivings to you. Goodness. All right. So I think this is a developer that thinks it's time to deal with the scaling issue now. I'm sure right now Ripple is solely focused on ramping up operations in their new corridors and ensuring everything runs smoothly. In theory, we have plenty of time to deal with this issue down the road because we're not there yet, right? But when would be a good time to deal with the scaling? We know that someday XRP transactions will meet and greatly exceed the current this Bitcoin spam. Should we wait until MoneyGram is at full scale and totally dependent on the ledger? Should we wait until 10, 20, or 30 partners are at full scale? If one joker with 20K worth of XRP can bring us to 50%, what could a well-funded attack do to us? I personally don't believe this is a quote-unquote attack, but a real-life example of why scaling concerns need to be at the top priority for every single XRPL developer. The project that scales wins, and end of story. So scaling would be CryptoKitties. If we think about, CryptoKitty brought the Ethereum network to its knees. So what if we were to launch a CryptoKitties on the XRP Ledger? Would it bring the XRP Ledger to its knees because everybody wants a company of dogs, customized dog, right? Could that bring us to our knees? And that's what Jungle Inc. is pointing to here. This operation has been slowly gaining momentum, letting the world know it's coming and making a lot of noise along the way. If this is an attack, why give your target so much notice and so much time to prepare? Ripple has been developing scaling solutions since day one. This is just a message. Now is the time to implement them. To be clear, I don't believe I don't believe this is anything the XRP investor has to worry about. This has already been planned for by David, Arthur, Chris, Nick, and everyone who has worked extensively on the ledger. They have planned for this day, whether it's an attack or just an increase in volume of the ODL partners. I think this just pushes us right in the right direction a little bit faster. Other ledger oddities. So I'll leave the last couple of paragraphs because I want to leave you with a cliffhanger, and I'd like you to go out and upvote. I'm on the wrong account again. I would like you to go out and upvote our Dear Jungle Inc.'s article, because I think he's done a good job of focusing our attention on some of the issues and posing the question, are we under attack, or is this all happy-go-lucky ledger volume? And so Ferdy, maybe I owe you an apology, maybe I don't. I don't know. I still want it to be real volume. I don't want it to be this Bitcoin IOU stuff. But yes, thank you for drawing attention to that during the stream yesterday, so people weren't just thinking it was just MoneyGram and Santander. I didn't get a chance to look into that on whether or not they're using ODL for the XRP. But yes, that's why there's a minimum of 20 XRP, but 20 XRP to hold a wallet. You could do wash trading with 2 individual accounts going back and forth. But the amount of XRP that they have locked up in these accounts in order to create these Bitcoin IOU accounts is quite amazing. I like VET too. Dany is a VET person. I like the VET. But they couldn't keep it up very long. We are now at 100 transactions per second. We are not even close to 50% capacity yet. Ripple states that XRPL can hit 15,000 or 1,500 transactions per second, and the peak was at 300 transactions for a short period of time. So there's discussion on what we can do. Are we there? Are we not there? Is it under attack? Is it not under attack? This is definitely this is the drama that's going on in our community right now, if anybody is on the outside looking in. And good morning, Nixer. Good to have you here as well. And I see Farshad and Something Clever have also showed up. Pleasure to have you guys here. These are conversations and talking points that I'm interested in looking into, trying to understand a little bit better, and really understanding what's going on with the development part of the system. So since we have, how many people are here? So we have a couple of people here. So I think this is a great time to tell you, and I know people might start yelling at me. This is a great time to tell you that this is probably the last XRP community update that I will be doing. Yes, because I'm going to transition to something different, and I am not doing as well as some other people out there in the community are doing. We have up and coming people that are breaking records. Oh my goodness. Look at our own James Malpass, out there spreading the good news. And, a lot of what I'm focused in on is the stuff that's going on in the XRP community. And I really, really, really want to start focusing in a little bit more on the things that bring me the greatest level of joy. One is researching stuff like this and going underneath the hood and just diving in. Another one is my meditation practice that I have spent almost this amount of time on. Yes, and I've been mentored about this stuff all year long. And so it sucks that I'm spending exactly this much time meditating on a daily basis when I should be at about an hour and a half at this point. And other things that I do in my spiritual practice and also in my day-to-day life, like exercising. I should be chasing Ferdy. Ferdy's fallen out of the race, but Ferdy, you won. You've definitely won. You've definitely lost more than 15 pounds or 5 pounds that I said it was required for the GSG to get the donation from me. So we will definitely make that happen. I'm off for the rest of this week because of Thanksgiving, and this is still in thought, but I was thinking about this from when I was working on the XRP Community Choice Awards, and that was just the wrong time to take any steps in a different direction, because I really wanted to make sure that I gave that event the highest opportunity to succeed. So yes, it's not, and it has nothing to do with not being interested in XRP or losing faith in XRP. I have complete faith in XRP. I just want to plug in a more meaningful way into what's going on in the ecosystem. There's a couple of people that I've connected with, Chase being one of them. Tina, Patricia, and others in the community in regards to, what are ways that I can help the ecosystem grow. As you guys know, I was going to don myself in a bikini to help the cinnamon platform grow. What in the world is this idiot all about, right? Yeah, but I want to plug in. I really want to be an evangelist for the technology that I believe so greatly in, and I also want to be a source for change for people around the globe. And things like what the Dash community is doing for Venezuela. It was because I couldn't come up with the funds to go to Venezuela and help on the ground for implementation of rollout of some of those ATMs that they've deployed, that I'm probably not a massive Dash fanboy right now in some way. It's not that I would have lost faith in XRP, it's just I really care about a lot of the humanitarian stuff that's going on around the globe. And I just find a greater calling. And wow, I love you guys. You guys make my day. It's reasons such as the ones that I've mentioned that, I feel called to pivot and change and do something slightly different. So I'm not exactly sure what that is going to be. This channel was actually the brainchild out of, and I'm not sure how many people are here this morning, but out of me on my birthday this year coming out and saying I was going to follow my dream, which was to create a YouTube channel. I didn't know what it was going to look like, but I really wanted your guys' support in that because it was something that was really difficult for me because of the limiting beliefs that I had about myself. And you guys supported me and supported me as I followed another one of my dreams of really, doing something for a group that I think don't get enough attention, and that is developers who really make some of the technology that we leverage and to build amazing software. You guys really helped with that, and I'm amazed. And I've met I think I've met all the best people in the community, and they are here this morning. Yes, they are all here, except for Calvin Knight. I'm not sure where Calvin Knight decided to go head off to, but I hear he's been stalking some girl on another channel. He thinks she has the best channel ever. Broke my heart to hear that, but I guess it's the truth. That's fine. Yeah, I want to let you guys know that bikini, and now Leonel's all about the bikini. I still have the bikini, so we'll see. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, I'm really interested in plugging in more deeply in some stuff. I have some areas of my life that I need to focus in on that have sort of atrophied in all of this. So we will see. I'm hoping, so Monday is going to be hard because I'll be right back from my trip. And since I don't have enough subscribers on my channel, I can't do anything from abroad without my computer. So yeah, I won't be here. But if I do continue to do something on YouTube, it'll stay here. I promise that. So I love you guys. You guys have really, you guys have been part of my transformation. 2019 has been a year of transformation for me, a year for me to embrace, as my pastor, life coach, teacher has said, to really step into my okay, that's my quote, but step into your greatness, but to really step into my greatness and allow the world to see the magnificent me. I am known for hiding. I'm a hider. I am very, very comfortable hiding in the shadows. And, I've been around this community for a long time. The profile that I use, I've had this profile for a long time, but the profile that I use, most of you, I probably don't even realize that is me. I haven't pulled it out for a while, but yeah, I've been around this community and I'm so grateful to be surrounded by so many amazing people. And you guys have really been part of my transformation, and the fact that I am thinking about doing something even greater, and the fact that I can envision myself being successful in that is definitely cause for celebration on my side. And we've achieved great things, and we've sat around here and talked, and Crypto Bitlord is no longer going to try and fork the XRP ledger. We won! We won! We won! Oh yeah, She-Ra, Princess of the Universe. I think I got that wrong, but Leonel, good night, going to bed, and I look forward to seeing you soon, my dear. And yeah, so hey, Farshad, Okay, awesome. I don't remember which one you were, Farshad, but I'm happy that you're on here, and I hope that you're also on Twitter. I will try and find you there. So, thank you so much, Nate. I appreciate you. And Pate and Bob Moneybags, have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you very much, Silhouette Park Farms, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you out there. She have a wonderful Thanksgiving trip wherever you may travel. We love you, girl. Thank you, Crypto Camper and Chris. Awesome to have you here. SPO, Rashad, RTB Dutchy, everybody. I'm so grateful that all of you guys are here. And Crypto Erie, awesome to have you here this morning. I love you, lady. And I am always here for you too. So if there's ever a need, you have any need, you definitely reach out. I got your back, girl. Something Clever and Lionel with his bikini. And Case, I haven't forgotten about you. I already talked about you, Case. I've already got my hook in you. You can't run away. I got you, man. I got you. And all of you, you know, I really want, I want to be an instrument for change. I want to be an instrument for change for the God I believe in, and create positive change around the globe. So whatever that looks like, I'm in prayer. So I did talk to you. Okay, I need to go find you. I promise I will find you. So as Connie says, happy Thanksgiving. Please like, please subscribe if you haven't already. The Lucky D says, XRP baby, don't be turned off by these downturns. The entire market is going down. And Silhouette Park Farms, I miss you already as well, but I will be stalking your channel. And Crypto Popo, of course, I love you too. Yes, yes. But who will I listen to while pretending to work? Well, we've got Bradley Kimes. We've also got the Malpass. Who else? Jungle Inc. puts out a lot of great videos. You could listen to Notorious XRP, and you know, start your day with boop, 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 boop. Yes, there's lots of people in this community. Some that I tune into, and some that I don't follow at all. So yes, I love you all. I am good, and I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. I will be back. I will provide notice when and what I'm coming back with. But yeah, I just don't feel the inspired, you know, and maybe January I will relaunch this, but I am absolutely, I don't know. I don't know if it's post event what, or I'm trying to think, postmortem. I don't even know how to say these words. Yeah, having kids moment. But I'm not sure exactly what it is. And I really like to live an inspired life. So yes, just coming out saying it. I don't know. I hope I don't change my mind on Tuesday. I go, joking, guys. I hope we didn't break up. I hope you didn't think I was breaking up with you. But yes, I will miss you all. But RTB, we will miss you for sure. But be the best of what you want to be. Exactly. You got it, my friend. You got it. What a zoo stream last night. AJ was awesome. He was off the chain. Oh my goodness. I was there from the moment the music started, and booyah, like dropping it like is hot. AJ to get his screenshots, right? Like Pate called it. He's like, that guy is all about his screenshots. And he really was. He was like, oh. And I'm not sure if it was Kick, Bob, or Bones who was like, I caught it. I turned it off. And AJ is like, I already got my screenshot. That guy cracks me up. It was a great stream. And AJ, thank you so much for coming on, letting us get to know you a lot better. And for being in the dark. People are like, we're going to use these screenshots for... He is in the dark. You have to like lighten everything. He's going to look white by the time you're done getting light on that picture, because he blends into the background. And you know he did that on purpose so nobody could do any pictures of him. He is a comedian, something clever. He was funny. He cracks me up. Yeah. I'm not taking I'll take your wrench for the final show if you want. All right, you guys, I am way over time. I will be running to work. No omelets this morning, but I love you all, and I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. And yes, let's connect. Let's connect. I look forward to the next chapter. Loving you all. I will talk to you soon. Mwah. Oh yes, Patty Alex from Twitter I'm on the wrong place. Yes, Patty Alex. Let's see if we can find her. Patty Alex. What the heck? No. We need to go on to Twitter because that's yeah. So Patty Alex. Let's see if we can find her right here. Oh, there we go. We don't even need to go. So she is going to be streaming today. She's going to have Malpass on as a guest at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So if you get a chance, definitely sign up and support her. All right, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a great one. Much love. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye. I gotta find that button. I love you. Bye.